Again, this is our live watch along for the UEFA Europa League game. So for those who are just joining, do let us know where you're connecting from and the football team you support as well. BG Army, nice to have you on the chat, bro. Welcome back to the channel. What's your prediction for the Europa League games and also the Conference League games? What are your predictions, BG Army? Let us know in the chat. And for those who are just joining us for the first time, this is a live watch along. It's actually the first time I'm doing a live watch along for the Europa League game. So let us know where you're connecting from and the team you support as well. Let's know in the chat. Yeah, Bats Play. Bats Play, it's been a while. Nice to have you back on the channel, Bats Play. Yeah, the games just started, guys. So let me know in the chat what your predictions are. Like I said, it's the first Europa League game and Conference League game I'm actually doing a live watch along for, because I usually use Thursdays to just rest. But I just wanted to do a watch along for the Thursday game so I can see, because I've not watched any game in the Conference League and the Europa League this season. Yeah, because there are no big teams. Last season I watched the Conference League because the likes of Chelsea were there, and the Europa League, Manchester United were there. Also, we had Tottenham Hotspur. So, but this season, the big guns are not really available in Europa League. It's just the likes of Palace, Nottingham Forest, and we have Aston Villa as well. Yeah, but let's see. Messi says, I'm watching the Crystal Palace game. Okay, I'm trying to connect to about 2 games to watch. Yeah, but I think I'm definitely doing the Porto one. The Porto game against Nottingham Forest is going to be tough. Yeah, Bats Play, it's nice to have you back on the channel, brother. It's been a very long time. Yeah, I'm watching the Forest game against Porto. Nah, referee says that's a foul ball. Yeah, Sangari. Guys, what are your predictions for these games? The Europa League game between Nottingham Forest and Porto. We also have Aston Villa against Bologna. Then for the Conference League, it's Fiorentina against Crystal Palace. So let me know in the chat, guys, what your predictions are for these games. Alright. Elliot Anderson. Okay, Chris Wood is back because he's been out for a while. Elliot Anderson is not in the game. News came out a couple of hours ago that he lost his mom. Yeah, and that's really, really a terrible one. Yeah, it's a very, very terrible one. May his mom so rest in peace. It's not difficult for one to lose a close family member, especially the parent. Yeah, the parent or one's child or husband or the wife is really, really difficult. Tassos Suli says, hello, my friend. I am watching AEK Athens versus Rayo Vallecano. Yeah, Athens is Greece, right? Yeah, AEK Athens is a Greek club and Vallecano is a Spanish club. So it's yeah, at this point in the season, it's very difficult. Any team you meet now, it's no longer an easy ride. You have to fight 100% to get the win. So yeah, it's a tough game for any team at this point. But there are some teams that actually have the edge. The likes of Aston Villa, they won their first leg 3-1. Was it 3-0 or 3-1? So they have a very good advantage. The Porto game against Forest in Portugal was actually a 1-1 draw. So let's see. Any team that gets the win tonight qualifies. Because the first leg was a draw. So let's see who is going to win it. Messi says predictions: Nottingham 2, Porto 1, Fiorentina 0, Crystal Palace 2, Aston Villa 1, Bologna 0. Okay. That's a pretty decent prediction. Ooh, this doesn't look good for Chris Wood. He's holding his knee. Nah, this doesn't look good for Chris Wood. Yeah, it doesn't look good for him. Let me watch the replay to see. Nah. This is not good. I think this should be a red card, cause man, that's an open boot. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, honestly. It is not looking good. Is this Bednarek or what's his name? Now, I think the referee needs to review this. VAR needs to call the referee to check the monitor because that was serious foul play. His boot was clearly very, very high. Is that Bednarek? Nah, oosh. Oh my God. Nah, this is a red card. It is clearly a red card. And I wonder why the referee did not even give a red card immediately. Yeah, VAR is checking for a potential red card because honestly, this has to be a red card. Wait. What is the referee doing? Nah, this referee needs to check this, honestly. Messi says Czechia coefficient needs AEK Athens to lose or we are cooked. Which Czechian club is still in the tournament? BGM. Man, this is not a good tackle. It's not a good tackle. Yeah, VR is communicating with the ref. Is this Bednarek? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's Bednarek. Yeah, the referee has been told to go and check the monitor. Yeah, this is really bad. It's a very, very bad tackle. Bednarek, I think he used to play for, was it Southampton? Yeah, he used to play for Southampton. This is a very, very terrible tackle. Come on, his boot was really, really high. That's clearly a red card. I don't know why the referee had to wait for VAR to call him before he can give a red for that. Messi says, where is James? James is unavailable at the moment. Now, this is a red card. Yeah, I had someone hit me in the exact same position about 3 weeks ago. I know how it feels. Basilios says hi. Is Manchester playing? Yeah, it's a straight red card. Yeah. There was straight contact. His boot was open. It's a red card for Bednarek, the Porto defender. Yeah, that's a straight red card. Yeah. Well deserved because, man, that tackle was terrible. Nah, that tackle was terrible, brother. It's a very, very bad tackle. And I wonder why the referee didn't give that as a red card in the first instance, because he was just about 5 or 10 meters away from where that happened and he was watching that tackle. You had to wait for VAR to call you to go check the monitor. Messi says Czechia doesn't have any team in Europe and Greece is close to check coefficient. Porto is cooked, bro. James gonna cry. Yeah, Bednarek is sent off. I think Bednarek played for, was it not Crystal Palace. I think it was Southampton. Yeah, he played at Southampton for a couple of years. Yeah, this is a big blow to FC Porto. Bednarek, it's a big blow to them. Tasosuli says AEK Athens, AEK will win. Okay, you said AEK are playing Rayo Vallecano. Yeah, but at this point, you don't need to underrate any team, right? But I think any team that is in this competition at this point is really, really not a small team. Rasmalai says United are cooked. Well, United is not cooked at the moment. If you're talking about teams that are cooked at this point, you'll be talking about the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool. But United is not cooked. They are currently third and very much likely to make it to the Champions League. So let's see. Vibe Half says Olise Ballon d'Or. Yeah, Olise this season has been phenomenal. Olise is in my top 5 players on the list for Ballon d'Or this season. Honestly. Oh, Chris Wood, that was close. Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, Porto is definitely going to struggle now. Sandeep says, who will win Champions League according to you? I've said this for a couple of months now that Bayern for me are in pole position to win the Champions League, and I think they are the best team this season. Secondly, it's PSG. So my first choice for the Champions League trophy has to be Bayern. Then the second favorite for me is PSG. Yeah, and these two teams are facing themselves in the semi-final. So that is going to be more or less like a final. Ola Aina. Porto. I think the game is still not as open as I would like it to be because Porto are one man down. Yeah, what's his name? Bednarek was sent off. That bad tackle on Chris Wood. I'm happy that Chris Wood is still in the game because that tackle wasn't good. Aham says hi. Aham, nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? Okay, no, Aham has been on the channel before. So welcome back to Aham. Sorry, I took you for someone else. Vibehab says, I hate Vinny. He's doing fouls and diving, blaming it on racism. Whoa, that's a good goal. Morgan Gibbs-White just scored for Forest, guys. That's a good goal. Morgan Gibbs-White just scored for Nottingham Forest. That's a beautiful goal. Yeah, I know definitely that red card is going to play a huge role in the game. Yeah. Okay, AEK Athens is leading at the moment. Yeah, Athens is leading at the moment, 1-0. Crystal Palace is still playing 0-0 draw. Same as Aston Villa. Yeah, Betis are leading 1-0 against Braga. Yeah, that's a beautiful goal from Morgan Gibbs-White. This... Okay, the deflection. Yeah, that ball deflected. Is that the Portuguese number 1? Yeah, he's the one. Diogo Costa. Yeah, it's Costa that is in goal. Okay, look at not David Silva. This Brazilian defender, former Chelsea and PSG man. What's his name? I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. No, not David. What's his name? Why am I forgetting this guy's name? For Porto, what's his name? This Portuguese man. Sorry, this Brazilian man. Yeah, Thiago Silva. Yeah, Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva doesn't want to retire. The old man is still insisting on playing football. Faris Bajwa says, yo, hello again. Yeah, Faris, nice to have you back, brother. Welcome back to the channel. It's 1-0 for Forest against Porto, guys. Funky Sam says, Noble, how are you immune to sleep? How am I immune to sleep? Nah, I do sleep, bro. Most times I sleep for 7 hours. Maybe anytime I have extra time, I can sleep for 9 hours. Yeah, but I sleep usually 7-8 hours. I can't remember the last time I had sleep for 12 hours. Yeah, but it's an average of 7 hours, 8 hours. If I don't sleep, then it's 6 hours. But most times, it's 7-8 hours of sleep, and that is enough for every normal human being. Yeah, but getting less than 6 hours or 5 hours of sleep is not good. Yeah, Chris Wood is down. Yeah, I was even surprised that he continued that game with that tackle from Bednarek. Yeah, that tackle was a very bad one. Nita Pegu says, Onana, you look like Onana. I don't know why some people are saying I look like Andre Onana. I don't think there's any resemblance with myself and Onana, honestly. I don't think so. Yeah, that tackle on him was terrible. Whoosh, he's down. I think he will be subbed off. Yeah, he will come off definitely because Yeah, that looks like, okay, it's his knee. I don't think it's the knee because that tackle was on his shin area. Uh, Morgan Gibbs White. Yeah, that deflection changed the direction of the ball. There was nothing Diego Costa could do there. The guest from Hello Neighbor says Real Madrid or Barca. It's definitely Real Madrid for me, bro. Definitely Madrid. Betis leading 1-0. Forest leading 1-0 as well. AEK Athens leading 1-0. Yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk won in penalties. Shakhtar Donetsk qualified 5-2 on aggregate. Chris Wood is out and we have Igor Jesus coming on to replace him. Tasusuli says Messi 2019 AEK will win. 2019 has already passed, bro. And you guys Faris says why don't Arsenal butlers ever use bookmarks because they always lose their place at the end. Yeah, Arsenal when it comes to April and May, they always bottle it. I do not know why. Zaidu. I don't know why Arsenal is like that. For the past 3 seasons, okay, this season is going to make it 4. They always play well from the beginning of the season. But once it gets to ending of March, April, they just drop. And that is not good. That near success syndrome for Arsenal is not looking good for them, honestly. Shadowful Gaming says he looks like a Milan goalkeeper. You mean Magnan? I don't know why lots of people are just saying I look like this player, I look like that player. If I put on a Madrid jersey, 80% of people will say you look like Rudiger, you look like and I'm like, guys, come on. How many people do you think I look like? More than 15 players are being called out as my look-alike. Come on. Ghost Sniper says, God loves you, bro. Yeah, thank you very much. And he loves you as well. God loves all of us. Thank you very much. Messi says, Shakhtar Donetsk is actually like Bodo Glimt, bro. Small team, but dream work. Shakhtar Donetsk has always been a top team. There are a couple of top players that came out from that team. Yeah, they've always been pretty decent. Shakhtar Donetsk. Yeah, they've always been pretty decent. Yeah, this game is tough. Really, really tough. But let's see who is going to get. Yeah, Aston Villa just scored now, guys. Yeah, Aston Villa just scored. Crystal Palace as well just scored. Wow. Who missed this chance? What a cross. Wow. How did Igor Jesus... How did he lose? How did he miss that? Yeah, Crystal Palace is leading at the moment. BG Army. Whoa. They are leading at the moment. Hutchinson, that was a very, very good cross. Messi says, you look like Tar. Sar goal, it's over for Fiorentina. I think the recent name that was called up is Igor Thiago of Brentford. About 3 persons said that earlier this week that I look like him. I'm like, come on, guys. How many black players are you guys going to say I look like? Some Indians will come and they say I look like a West Indies cricketer. I've forgotten. I think something Russell. I've forgotten his first name, but Russell is in his name. They say I look like him. Mr. Dogman says Liverpool better. You guys are struggling this season. And it's very much likely you lot are not going to make Champions League football. The only reason Liverpool will make Champions League is if Chelsea, that I know, are going to find it difficult to win games. Yeah, it's just Chelsea that will make you guys to qualify for the Champions League. Else, Liverpool is terrible this season. Hutchinson, release your ball on time. Aina, You are taking it to your left that is not as good as the right. Cross with your stronger foot. Diogo Costa. Yeah, I really like this goalkeeper. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. Faris says, why don't Arsenal butlers need GPS? They always know the way right up to the top, then straight back down. Yeah, Arsenal, Gibbs White, that's not good. Arsenal always fumble towards the end of the season, and it's not good. Hutchinson, release the ball on time. Why are you holding on to the ball for too long? Release your ball early. You know this guy is stronger than you. Why not release the ball on time? You are just holding on to the ball. It doesn't make sense. Gabri Vieira. It's a free kick for Forest. Messi says, Nobu look like Mateta. Oh boy, it's funny. It's funny though. It's funny. William, can he play the ball direct to the post? Nah, I think it's a little far from the post. Yeah, Murillo. Nah, Murillo, come on, that's too far. That's like over 35 yards. How do you think you can score from that distance? Murillo. I think Murillo is going to be a starter in Brazil in their defense because he's solid. He's been solid for like 3 seasons now. Last season he was one of the best players at Forest, and this season he's been magnificent. Yeah, they are struggling close to the relegation zone in the Premier League, but I think Forest can survive relegation. The red card is not going to be in favor of Porto, honestly. It's going to make them lose this game. And if Forest are very clinical, then they can score up to 3 goals in this game. So that's like 2 more goals for them. Yeah, Elliot Anderson is missing in the game. He lost his mom earlier today. And that's why he's not in the game. Morgan Gibbs White with the goal for Nottingham Forest. Farid says, why did Arsenal fan bring tissues to April matches? Not for allergies, just annual tradition. Which Arsenal fan is that, bro? This is the first time I'm hearing of it. Messi says, Bani Kostrava will cook Bohemians Prague. When are they playing? Priya says, are you danger? Because my brain says run, but my body says come closer. Trex FBL says, I'm so confused by some of these comments. Yeah, bro, some some of the comments in the chat are wild. Honestly, some of the comments in the chat are wild. It's a corner kick for Forest. So let's see if Forest can get a second goal. It's looking decent for Nottingham at the moment. They are 1-0 up. And Porto have a red card. So they are dominating the game. Messi says, Priya, you want timeout? Nah, BGM may just overlook him, leave him. Williams. Nah, that's an easy one for Diogo Costa to catch. That is very, very easy. Diogo Costa is a top goalkeeper. You can't play such corner kick for him and you expect to score him with that. Nah. Trex FBL says, thoughts on Barca or Real Madrid? Now for the La Liga title, I think it's over. Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about for the La Liga. Madrid has already lost that title because those draws and losses. Now Barcelona currently are 9 points. Those 9 points are three games for Barcelona to lose 3 games and Real Madrid to win all 3 games, which in the league Madrid are terrible, very very terrible in the league. So it's all over for Madrid. The only title they were actually looking for, because Madrid is my second team, right? The only title Madrid was actually looking for was the Champions League, because the league title was already out of their reach. And the Champions League, they were knocked out yesterday. Yeah, the red card for me was controversial, but it is already done. And for Barcelona as well, they were knocked out on Tuesday. Great performance from the Barcelona team, but yeah, same issue about the referee with the red card. Yeah, lots of Barcelona fans were complaining. Even the players as well were complaining about the referee's decisions in that game. But for me, the offside call was the right one, because Ferran Torres was already offside before that ball was kicked. Regardless of the ball touching the Atletico defender before it went to him. But I do think that was an offside. It's only the red card to, was it Garcia? Yeah, it was Eric. It was Eric Garcia that got the red card. Yeah, that's the one I would say, okay, that's a bit too harsh, because I feel the contact there was minimal. It wasn't enough for that red card. But sometimes referees take decisions that you really do not agree with, but you don't have any choice other than to accept their decisions, because they are the umpire once football is concerned on the pitch. Yeah. That's a goal kick, Hutchinson. It's a goal kick. Manchester United says Real Madrid versus Bayern, 4-3, go Bayern. Yeah, that game for me was the best Champions League game I've watched this season. Yeah, it's the best Champions League game. Both teams were fighting all out, going all out for it. But yeah, it was worth the time. It was worth the time. Eldan says Real Madrid is out. Yeah, Madrid is out. The only Spanish team remaining now is Atletico. England is only Arsenal. Germany is only Bayern. And France, we have PSG. Ooh, Fiorentina. That was close. Wow. The referee has given a penalty. Lacroix. The referee has given a penalty against Crystal Palace. Yeah, that was Lacroix. Let me watch the replay. Let's see. But how is... Let me see. Okay, yeah. That's a penalty. It's not Lacroix. I thought that was Lacroix. Yeah, how would you just flip your leg like that in your 18-yard box? It doesn't make sense. It's definitely a penalty. Legend Suni Chetri says, bottled Arsenal. Arsenal are playing a final on Sunday against Manchester City. And if they lose that game, they should just say bye-bye to the Premier League. It's a penalty for Fiorentina against Crystal Palace. The Palace goalkeeper Henderson is very good with penalties. So let's see if he will be able to get this. Shuya Angara says, where were you from, bro? I'm Nigerian. He says, hello, brother. Nice to meet you. I'm from Bali, Indonesia. Yeah, I know Bali in Indonesia. Yeah, I'm Nigerian, bro. Farid says, Arsenal fans don't need a calendar. They just know it's April when everything starts falling apart. Yeah, I don't know why it's always April for Arsenal. Ending of March, April, they always crumble. Trex FBL says, I was meant to say Barca and Real Madrid. My bad. Yeah, I understand. I understood your question for sure. Messi says, Vinny tried to copy me. Manchester United says, corner FC. Yeah, and the corner kick is not working for Arsenal at the moment. It's not working for them. It's not working for them. This is the main reason why people have been saying you do not need to rely on corner kicks or set pieces alone. You need to play and score goals. Not relying solely on corner kicks, try to bully the goalkeeper, push the goalkeeper inside the net and all that. It doesn't make sense. And it's come to bite them now. Why is the ref? Okay, Watchalong was injured. Yeah, Watchalong was injured and is very much likely to be substituted. Eldan says, go Hala Madrid. Yeah, Hala Madrid. Manchester United says, go Barca. Long live the boat. Visa Barca. And a slot badhead says, Nigerian friend. Welcome back, Mariam. Hope you had a great day. Welcome back. Funky Sam says, Vinny Jr. thought he was Messi and tried to dribble with minimal pass. Vinicius, he's not been... Yeah, that's a good goal. It's 1-1, guys. It's 1-1 for Fiorentina against Crystal Palace. Yeah, that penalty was beautifully taken by Gudmundsson. Very good one. 4 goals in 10 matches for Gudmundsson for Fiorentina in the Europa Conference League. Now, release your ball on time. Igor Jesus, release your ball on time. Manchester United says, Arsenal Tottenham cry in corner. Okay, this Murphy guy, Nigerian, he plays for Porto. Wow, I didn't know he plays for Porto. He's Nigerian striker. Messi says no penalty. Nah, that was a penalty, bro. Trex FBL says, are you watching the match whilst reading chat? Yeah, bro, I'm watching the game and at the same time reading the chats as well. So that's why sometimes my eyes will go up to the screens I'm using to watch the game and also go through the chat. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I can't read out your name because it's in Arabic, but I can read out the message you typed. Mock Vlog says Manchester City better. Nah, Man United is better than Man City. Yeah, the past couple of years, City have had more success than Man United, but yeah, United is still the owners of Manchester. That's too far. Very well defended by Porto. Is that not goal kick? Yeah, I thought as much. That's definitely goal kick. Who is spamming the chat? I don't know if you're from Saudi Arabia. I'm Nigerian. Okay, Saud. His name is Saud. Okay. Thank you, Mariam, for that. And a slot says, our beloved Saudi Arabia and its people are dear to me, my brother Saud. Okay, his name is Saud. Saud, nice to have you on the channel. Which team do you support? Saud. Igor Jesus, score your goals, bro. Eldan says, Real Madrid 15, UCL, Barca 5. Manchester United says, vs Uruguay. Which country vs Uruguay? Let's see. Have you read the papers? Do you see what they say? It's 4-1 aggregate for Palace against Fiorentina. I think Palace will still score more goals in the game. Messi says, red card for Crystal Palace. Noble sent out. Nah, that's too much. There's no red card. It seems the referee is about to give a penalty for the Forest game. Okay, it's not a penalty. What? That's not looking good. Why are these Porto guys being so reckless? This is a very serious foul play here. If the referee gives a red card now, it becomes a problem. That's not good. Yeah, it misses next match. Which next match? that tackle is not good. That's not good. And a slot says, enjoy your meal, Saud. Saud says, I'm going to eat. Alright, Saud, nice to have you. Go enjoy your meal, brother. Enjoy your meal, Saud Hutchinson. Ooh, that's well defended by Porto. Eldon says, Man City is best in Premier League. In recent years, yes, City has had more success than any other team in the league. So it suffices to say that in the last 10 years, they've been the best team. Yeah, they've been the best team in the last 10 years. Ashi Aram says, do you respect the Kurds? Are you Kurdish? Cholo Simeone says, Nobu, where is Manchester United playing? Man United this season without European football, yeah, it's really difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult because we are used to watching Man United play all competitions, but this season was just crazy. Playing only the league, got knocked out of the Carabao Cup after the first game. Same in the FA Cup. No Europa League or Champions League football. Nothing. No European competition whatsoever. It's crazy. Bilal says, hi Noble. Welcome back, Bilal. I hope you had a great day. Messi says, Manchester United playing versus who today? You guys are trying to troll Man United, right? But we are coming strong next season. We are coming strong next season for the Champions League. Aaron Dineni says, Noble, I'm going to Man United match soon. Which game is that? Is it the Man United game against Chelsea this weekend or next weekend game? Which one is it? Which game exactly are you going to the stadium? Bilal says, who is playing right now, Noble? It's Crystal Palace playing away at Fiorentina. They are playing 1-1 at the moment. Then Nottingham Forest against FC Porto. It's 1-0 for Forest. Aston Villa is leading 1-0 against Bologna. So it's the English teams are doing very well. It's just Palace are currently playing 1-1 draw. But let's see if Palace can actually turn the game around to go back into the lead that they had earlier on. Ooh. Messi says, why the teams are doing remontada right now, bro? All of them, AEK Athens, Strasbourg. What's the scoreline for the Strasbourg game? Because the last time I checked was 1-0. Yeah, I can't watch all the games, but I'm watching just 2 games. The Palace game and the Nottingham Forest games. These are the only 2 games I'm watching. I'm not watching the Aston Villa one as well. Eldon says Manchester United is 3rd in league. Yeah, we are 3rd in the league and very much likely to make it to the Champions League. We just need, I would say, about 9 points now. 9 or 10 points to make it to the Champions League. Ooh, that's good. That's a good ball. We need about 9 or 10 points to make it to the Champions League. Cholo Simeone says, you have Ronaldo United profile and you're saying Arsenal is the best. That's hilarious. Who is that? Potato Snipe says, United is bombs. Arsenal all the way. Yeah, okay. You are actually referring to the Potato Snipes guy. Yeah, he has is that on a Manchester United shirt that Ronaldo is putting on? And you're saying Man United is bombs. Okay, Tasso Suli says AEK Athens 2-0 against Rayo Vallecano. Wow, that's pretty massive from AEK Athens. That's pretty massive. Ashi Aram says, as a Liverpool fan, Man United is strong. Yeah, thank you, bro, for being honest. Liverpool were fantastic last season, and this season they've been struggling. I think mainly the coach, Arne Slot, he's made so many mistakes this season. And one thing about Slot that I do not like as a football fan, yeah, the banter aside, right, is the fact that he complains a lot. And it's not good for the team. You need to own it, take responsibilities. But every time he gives excuses and complains about how the opponent approaches the game. If you're playing me, you don't expect me to play how you want me to play. I will play exactly how I feel comfortable playing it. So you do not tell me exactly how to play football. You have your own approach and tactics. I have mine. So you should be comfortable in yours. I should be comfortable in mine as well. And a slot Badhead says, hi Noble, I'm back. Mariam, you are back and you have my you have my picture. I said it, you are you have the gold medal for changing of profile pictures on the channel. You've used my picture as your profile picture now. You've removed the bald fraud and a slot from your profile. Ashi Aram says, I agree with you. Yeah, that's just it. Nah, that's not a good ball. Hutchinson, that's not a good ball, bro. Come on. Oh, Lacroix is injured. I hope this is not a serious injury, because if it is, then it's not looking good for France, because their players are having lots of injuries. Lots of injuries. Lacroix is out. Also, you have this young boy, Watson. Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton also has been substituted. So it's 2 changes for Palace in the first half. That's not looking good for them. Faz Eub says, yesterday match was a robbery. Yeah, that match was, yeah, it was interesting, right? But that 83rd minute decision from the referee to send Kamavinga off just spoiled the whole game. A beautiful game of football. We all were just enjoying. The referee in that moment just messed everything up. Messi says James got balls and he's here after Porto loss. Is James in the chat? I've not seen him. Or is it James that changed his name to Pituszewski? Alright. Yeah. Messi says Fiorentina fans crying. They need 3 more goals to get into the game, but I think Palace is going to win this second leg. Zaidu. Yeah, Zaidu, the Nigerian left back, playing against his countryman, Ola Aina. Eldan says, who are your favorite player in Man United? My number 1 is definitely the captain, Bruno Fernandes. And I have Senne Lammens. I'm a big fan of Senne Lammens because that kid has been phenomenal since he joined us. So he's been very crucial for us this season. The level we currently are on the league table he's got a very big part to play in it. And Bruno for me is the best player in the league this season. Bogus Smith says, as a United fan, whom you like to see in United jersey for new season? My first signing has to be Elliot Anderson. Yeah, it has to be Elliot Anderson because he's a fantastic bowler, and I've said this a couple of times on my channel that he is the priority midfielder we need to go for. Every other midfielder has to be second choice. Elliot Anderson, definitely we need to go all out for him because Casemiro is leaving at the end of the season and we need to reinforce in that midfield. So it's very, very important that we get Elliot Anderson. Maybe we can also go for Angelo Stiller. But the two midfielder options I would go for, two midfield targets for me. One, Elliot Anderson. Two, Angelo Stiller of Stuttgart. Then for the central defense, I will go with Ballard of Sunderland and Luka Vuskovic of Tottenham, who is on loan in Germany. That's 4 players, right? Left back, I have 2 options. Either we go for Lewis Hall of Newcastle or Miles Lewis-Kelly of Arsenal. These 2 players, for me, they are my options for the left back. I think we need to let Luke Shaw go. Luke Shaw has been there for too long. His injuries are just too much. So I think it's time for him to leave. For the right back, I also think Dalot needs to leave Man United. So I will go for Munoz of Crystal Palace. Yeah, I like Munoz. He's a fantastic defender, right back. He can attack. Also defensively, he's very solid. So these are the players I will have. And finally for the attack, because I think we need one more striker and possibly a winger. So if we can get someone like Julian Alvarez, I know that will be the most difficult of all those players I just called out. But getting Julian Alvarez is going to be very, very crucial for us in attack. But let's see what Man United can get. Pituzinski says, respect from Thiago Silva. That guy doesn't, that man doesn't want to retire. At 42, he's still playing. Or is it 41 or 42? Eldan says Casemiro is leaving. Yeah, he's leaving Man United at the end of the season. Faz Eub says, my brother is in the United Academy. Which level is he playing? Is it the under 18s or 21s? Because I know a couple of United Academy boys. I watch their games once in a while. Yeah, but this season I've not been very consistent with watching the Man United Academy games. Yeah, I've not really had much time. But last season, once in a while, I watch their games. Bilal says, yeah, I liked it very much. And a slot says, you just changed it. Bilal, if you like it, say so and you get a bribe from Noble and be in the mood. Ashi Aram says, I got to go by. Alright, Ashi Aram, thank you very much for being on the channel. Do have an amazing evening. Guys, for those who are just joining, hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let's get the likes up, guys. Palace are still playing 1-1 draw at the moment. Then we have Nottingham Forest still leading 1-0 against FC Porto. Porto have a red card to Bednarek. So let's see if Porto can get a result or Forest are going to score more goals. That's a decent shot from Fiorentina. That's a very, very good shot from the Fiorentina player. Porto have a free kick. Can they score from this? It should be the last kick of the first half. It's not looking good for Palace. A couple of their players have got injured. Sa is not looking good. Yeah, he's limping. Hopefully he continues the game. Milan says Porto losing to Nottingham is embarrassing. Porto is not at the level they used to be. It's already half time for the Porto game. Yeah, they are not really at the level they used to be, but yeah, English football definitely stronger than Portuguese football. That's why I was struggling to understand why Arsenal will play nil-nil draw against Sporting at the Emirates yesterday. It was really, really embarrassing. AKF says, is that Yozgat? Who is Yozgat? I don't know who that is. Monj Numaya says, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing good, brother. Where are you connecting from? For those who are just joining us for the first time, this is our live watch along for the Europa League games and the Conference League ones. Do let us know where you're connecting from and the football team you support as well. Faz Yub says yes. Is it the under 18s or under 21 that your younger brother is playing for? Bilal says, well, Porto is still a big club, but yeah, right now English football is better. Yes, I remember Porto under Jose Mourinho in 2004 when they won that Champions League against Monaco. Yeah, that was, I think that season was my second, was it my second or third Champions League that I watched that season. Yeah, Porto won that game in the final against AS Monaco. And I think in Monaco you had the likes of Evra. I think Evra was in Monaco then. Which other players? I'm trying to remember a couple of Monaco players. I don't know if Barros. No, Barros was at Liverpool. I don't know if Barros was at Monaco then or he was already at Liverpool then. But Barros played the 2005 final, AC Milan final against Liverpool. That historical final, 3-0 at halftime. Liverpool came back to get the game 3-3 and went into penalties. Faz Ib says JJ Gabriel under 18. Gabriel is your younger brother? Yeah, I know JJ Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel is another sensational player that Man United has that I think he needs to play with the first team. Hopefully next season we get to see more of Gabriel. Yeah, hopefully I get to see more of him. And I already saw the news that he's going to go with the team to I think it's the United States for the preseason. Yeah, I hope to see him. And a slot says, Bilal, you are the only player in Mariam FC, the best club in the universe. You deserve many privileges, my brother. Funky Sam says, hey Nobu, which is the best movie you have ever watched? The best movie I have ever watched. Honestly, I have a couple of movies. I wouldn't say I have one that is the best of all time. But I have about, would I say 5 or 10 movies that are my favorites. Yeah, but pinpointing one as the favorite of all is really difficult for me. But I would say Game of Thrones for me is one of my favorites. The Legend of the Seeker. 24 Hours. That's Jack Bauer. I love that movie. Jumong. Jumong is a Korean movie. Then we have Eturu. Eturu is a Turkish movie. And yeah, Merlin. Merlin is also there. Merlin is also there. Lord of the Rings is also among my favorites. So I have lots of movies that I love. So I really cannot say one particular one is the favorite of them all. But all those movies I just mentioned, they are my favorites. Yeah, I love those movies. That's a very good ball from Munoz. I think this guy should replace Diogo Dalot. Yeah, we need to sell Dalot or Mazraoui, either of them. Fan says, I have met Ronaldo and Ozil. All right, Faz Ib, are you capping or you actually saying the truth that JJ Gabriel is your older brother? How old are you, Faz? And a slot says, yes, I'll give you anything you want. Messi, I'll give you Cristiano himself if you want. Messi says, Messi signed with Mariam FC until 2026 February. Is it the February that has already passed or a different February coming up next year? Real Dandy says, Pedri or Vitinha? I'm definitely going for Vitinha. Vitinha, after Bruno Fernandes, he is my next favorite midfielder at the moment. Yeah, he's my next favorite. I love his style of play. He's always on his toes, always ticking. I love Vitinha very, very well. Strasbourg is playing 2-0 at the moment against Mainz. Mainz 05. Wow. French football is actually improving. Aston Villa 3-0 at the moment against Bologna. That is crazy. Real Betis leading 2-1 against Braga. Athens playing 2-0 against Vallecano. Palace and Fiorentina 1-1. Yeah, it's interesting. There are lots of goals scored. It's just only the first game that we have 1 goal scored. Other games, there are 2 or more goals scored. And a slot says, Messi, bro, I will consider that February will be next month. Don't worry. Faz Ib says, I am not capping, mate. Alright, bro. Whether you are capping or not, I really like JJ Gabriel, honestly. And I do hope he gets an opportunity. Because we don't need to wait for him to reach 18 years before we give him chance to play senior team football. Looking at the likes of Max Doman, and I watched Max Doman at, I think it was last season. Yeah, Man United against Arsenal in the quarterfinals of the FA Youth Cup. That was the first time I watched Max Doman last season, and he was fantastic. Yeah, so I think we can also allow our academy players that are exceptional to join the senior team and play with them. JJ Gabriel has a very, very good talent that I think we need to develop him very, very well. So let's see how it turns out to be for him. But I think he has a very, very bright future at Man United. Samuel says, donated $100. Alright, thank you very much, Samuel Maginetti. Nice to have you. Where are you connecting from, Samuel? Messi says, which is next game of Mariam FC I want to score? Faz says, I will tell him when he comes back from training. Alright, Faz, it's not a problem. No issues. Which, I know you guys are from the UK. You were born there. But which country are you guys originally from? Bilal says, I'm scoring Messi. I'm the striker. Faz Yub says, sorry, which country are you? I'm currently in China, but I am Nigerian. Samuel Magi, is it okay? Matignetti. The channel is not yet reached the threshold to receive money for super chats or super stickers. Yeah, in a couple of weeks, the channel will be open for that because we must have reached the threshold for YouTube's policy. So, but for now, yeah, for now we are not yet up to that level. So when we get to that, we'll actually open it up for those who want to support the channel via super chat or super stickers. Will definitely do so. I think Forrest Not Forest. Crystal Palace can still get a win in the game. Yeah, they've considered a go through penalties. Yeah, but I think they can still get into the game. And a slot says, okay, guys, and Noble is the goalkeeper because he's tall, and the next match will be in October after my final exams. Okay, because I am tall, I have to be in goal. That's very funny. Pituzuski says, I want Porto to be champions. Porto being champions mean they have to defeat Forest, else they are going to be knocked out. Yeah, so it's going to be a very tough one. Yeah, it's going to be a very tough one. That deflection. Very good strike from Morgan Gibbs-White. Faz says, London, man. Yeah, I know you guys are from London, right? You were born in London. I mean, originally, which country are you guys from? Like, let's say your grandparents or maybe your parents. Are they originally from the UK? Or they migrated? Pituzuski says, Mariam, you are noble, so you can be the goalkeeper. And a slot says, no, I'm short. Pituzuski says, Mariam, are you still in Noble's pockets? Yeah, Pituzuski is James. He changed his name. Bilal says, my great-grandparents. Yeah, lots of people are changing their names now in the chat. And I think BGME started that name change. He's the proponent of the name change. Mariam is the proponent of the profile picture change. Yeah, the both of them have degrees in changing profiles and names as well. Let's get the likes up, guys. We are currently on 15 likes, so let's get it up to 20. We are still on half time. The second half is yet to begin, so let's see. Have you read the papers? Do you see what they say? Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Notice used to buy my winter box with your team kit. Ooh, it kinda makes me wonder what those children ever did. Yet we still go to church and sing shout to the Lord. Who is about coming on for Palace? Okay, that's Fiorentina. Yeah, the players are coming out for the second half, guys. Let's see. Pituzuski says Pituzuski is a winger but can also be a left midfielder. Faz says from Ireland. Okay, from Ireland. Okay, Irish. All right. Froholt. This guy looks like a Norwegian. This Froholds of Porto. James Froholds. Is he from Norway? I don't know. Okay, I don't know if it's Norway or Denmark. Yeah, it has to be Norway. James, is Froholdt from Norway or Denmark? Pituzuski says, okay, I already read that out. And a slot says, yes, I'm in Noble's pocket, but the Wi-Fi is poor here. Noble, bro, I'm not comfortable here. Okay, Pituzuski is from Denmark. Okay. Yeah, because when I looked at that name, I'm like, it does look like a Danish or Norwegian name. Hudson Odoi about to come on for Forest. Yeah, I think that's a fantastic substitution for the Forest team. Pam 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 pam. I just celebrate. I just jubilate. Yeah, the second half is about to begin. Our FC Forever says, how do I sub to you? Just click on my profile and you see the subscribe button, then you click it. I don't know if you're watching with your laptop, mobile phone, or from your television. Yeah, so whichever one it is, just click. You see the subscribe button, double click on it, you like it, then if you click on my profile you can see the option to subscribe. Eli Inkuda, it's been a very long time. Nice to have you back. Who is this Tiegan Healy guy? Are you sure you are not coming out from the psychiatric home? Tiegan Healy. Are you sure you're not coming out from a psychiatric home? Because it seems you need some help, brother. Fast says, my dad was invited for a meeting. At Man United or where? Eli Nkuda says, you kind of look like my father. Okay, I look like your father. That means some of you guys are funny. That means I'm an old man, right? I look like an old man. Oh my god, this is funny. Some guys here are just cracking me up. Yeah, there are some people who are just cracking me up. Bilal says, Nobu, you know my family has lived in Russia a long time ago, so you can say I'm half Russian. Really? But did you stay in Russia for a while, or your parents had already moved out of Russia before they had you? Porto have a free kick. That's quite early. Let's see if Porto can score from the free kick. Yeah, and it's going to be difficult. Yeah, it's a very... Ooh, that was very close. It's 19 yards from goal. Ooh, that's a good block. Very good block from Forest. Very good block. Faz Yub says, yes, Man United. Alright, Faz. Yeah, I follow JJ Gabriel on Instagram. I think I started following him I think it's up to 5 months now, or 4 months. I started following him on Instagram. English Lithuanian, welcome back, brother. Hope you had a great day. The second half has already begun, guys. So let's see who is going to make it over the line. Messi says, breaking news and a slot. Messi is an old man. You guys are funny. Ooh. Porto has a red card, but this second half, they are all geared up and they are attacking very well. Yeah, I like the substitution that brought on Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi is a big threat, more than Hutchinson. Yeah, Hutchinson was decent in the first half, but Odoi can actually do better. Bilal says, they had my father there, but I was born after they come back to Algeria. Okay, your dad was born in Russia. Wow. Bilal says, 41 is only a number. English Lithuanian says, yesterday Real Madrid vs Bayern was crazy. Yeah, that game was fantastic, honestly. And I said, it's the best game I've watched in the Champions League this season. No other game came close to that game last night, honestly. Hudson-Odoi. Can you bring out the cross? Ooh, that's a good one. Who is shooting? Williams. That's a good block from Porto. Very good block. And a slot says, Messi, you didn't join yet and you make problems, bro. Calm down. That's a handball. Murillo. Okay, the referee said it went from his head to the hand. Henceforth, it's not a handball. Fast says, but my dad told him to delete his profile, but he didn't. I am snitching, man. Thanks. Why did your dad tell him to delete his profile? Did he post anything inappropriate? Ragnarok says, Galatasaray better than Manchester United. This is actually what Onana has cost Man United. Yeah, the Gala fans are trying to troll us. It's funny. Honestly, it is very, very funny. Ola Aina. Whoosh! Man, that's a good save from Diogo Costa. Fantastic save. What a strike that was. Very good save. Igor Jesus. Yeah, Ola Aina. Very good pass. Yeah, and he bounced that ball. That's a very difficult ball to actually keep out of the post. Look at the Forest coach. Bilal says, yeah, I was always confused why my father's name is Isian and it doesn't sound Arab or even Amazigh, but then he told me it's Russian. But do you know how to speak Russian? Or it's just Algerian and English that you understand? Arabic and English that you understand? Fast says, so he will be focused. Yeah, he needs to get locked in. Yeah, he needs, because I don't want to see that kid career just waste. He's got great talent and the club needs to help him develop very, very well. Messi says, AEK Athens doing crazy remontada against Vallecano, aggregate 3-3. Yeah, I am very, very much surprised with the outcome of that game, honestly. Athens are playing very well. They are playing very, very well. Williams. Nah, stand up. It's not a foul. What? Nah, referee, that's not a foul ball. Come on, ref. And a slot says, Bilal, when I was little, my dad worked in Kuwait and only came back during holidays. And when he came back, I would ask my mom why she was welcoming this strange man here. Messi says, who does not jump is Real Madrid fan. Who doesn't jump is Real Madrid fan. Tesor says AEK Athens. I think you guys are going to qualify. Yeah, I think Athens at this point, they are very much likely to qualify to the semi-finals. As she says, what are you watching? I'm watching the Europa League games and Conference League ones. Yeah, those are the games I'm doing live watch along for. It's the first time I'm doing a live watch along this season for those games. So let's see if all the Premier League teams are going to qualify, win their games and qualify. I think all the Premier League teams are going to win. Fofana, the Ivorian. That was a very, very decent strike from Fofana. Very decent strike. Porto are putting up a good fight, even though they are one man down, but they are fighting really, really hard. Palace, this second half I've not seen enough from Palace, but I think they will still win the game regardless. Fast says Barca offered him a contract, but he rejected. Yeah, he chose to stay at Man United. I think it's going to help him. We just need to get a coach that can develop young talent at the club. Bilal says, bro, Betis was winning 1-0 and now they are losing 2-1. Are you being serious? The last time I checked, okay, at halftime I think they were leading 2-1. Yes, at halftime they were leading 2-1. Wow. That means they conceded 2 goals in a short space of time. Man, that's not good for Betis. It's not good for them, honestly. It's not good for them. What? From 2-1 up and they are losing 3-2 at the moment. And a slot says, Noble bro, did you like my profile picture? Mariam, you are very funny, honestly. I already saw that. Yeah. I already saw you change your profile picture and put mine there. You removed the bald head and put my face there. William, nah. You already spoiled that ball, William. Definitely, Costa is going to get that ball, for sure. Priya says, do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I believe in God and I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. Fast says, there is a man named Gatti Neville. He came to my house and convinced him. Okay, Gatti Neville works for Man United or came from Barcelona to convince him. Putuziuski says, Noble, I'm getting nervous. The Porto game, right? But you guys are playing very well in the second half. I'm not going to lie. You guys are playing better in the second half. And your team has a red card. The way you're playing comfortably as though it's Forest that has a red card. Okay, you mean, okay, Gary Neville. Okay. Gary Neville of Man United legend. Yeah, JJ Gabriel is it? I think it's Junior Gabriel, right? What? Whoa, Porto just missed this chance, guys. Oh my God. Man, Porto is balling, honestly. Forest just conceded again, guys. Fiorentina is leading 2-1 at the moment against Crystal Palace. The game has changed. Yeah, Ndo just scored against Crystal Palace. Palace need to take this game very seriously. It's 2 more goals for them for Fiorentina now. Oh, yeah, they were supposed to charge that ball. That was pretty easy. It was a good strike, by the way. Priya says, you believe in God, you must understand some miracles don't come from heaven. They walk into your life like you did into mine. Who is this girl? I don't know if he's a girl or a guy. Who is this girl? And a slot says, James, why do you get nervous? He's getting nervous because of Porto. Porto are losing at the moment. But Porto is playing very well. Yeah, they are playing really, really well. They have a red card, but they are playing as though their team is complete. It's Crystal Palace that have fumbled their early lead. Palace are losing 2-1 at the moment, and it doesn't look good for them. Elin Kuda says, may you show us preview of where you're seeing the match? Nah, brother, I can't show that. I don't have the license to do that. Forest are not playing well in this second half. And Crystal Palace have crumbled. Palace need to be careful. They need to score more goals to make it. Yeah, because they are 2 goals ahead, but that doesn't guarantee their qualification. Fiorentina just need to get 2 more goals and it will just change. Real Betis losing 3-2 to Braga. Wow. Having gone 2-1 up at halftime and they conceded 2 goals in just a short space of time. Ola Aina, release your ball. You are in this style of trying to cross with your left foot. What sort of cross is that, Aina? Terrible. Murillo. Why are you guys fighting for the ball? Oh, handball offside. Okay, the referee says handball. Man, what is wrong with Crystal Palace? Okay, it's a handball. It's a handball. Handball against Forest. Ooh, sir. That's not a good tackle. It's definitely a yellow card. Definitely a yellow card. Guys, let's get the likes up to 20. We are currently on 18 likes, so let's get it up to 20. Fofana. You've dragged that ball too much. Shoot. Once you want to take that shot, take it. Don't stretch. Don't stretch it. Don't stretch. Navneet Mishra says, Nobu, give me mod. I'm old now, buddy. You're old. Yeah, I know you've been on the channel for a couple of while, but you've not been consistent. Priya says, hey, Barcelona fan who hates Arsenal, I come to your live every day. Alright, it's nice to always have you on the channel, Priya. Messi says, Navi dictator Messi will decide who gets more at the end of the month. KRUGMC says, one more like, come on people. Yeah, thank you very much. Krug MC, Forest, Igor Jesus, nobody else to help him. I don't understand why Forest is playing this deep. You guys have one man advantage and you're not playing like the team with the extra man. Porto are playing with more intensity. Nah. Sangari. Pituzuski says, Nobu, we went for the red card. When we went for the red card, the game went to Nottingham Forest, but now we are doing well. We can qualify if we continue like this. Yes, you guys just need to score one goal. If you can score one goal, then your team can get the momentum to push for a second goal, and if you get the second goal, for sure you're winning it. Krug MC says 20 likes, let's go. Yeah, thank you very much guys for the 20 likes. Let's get the likes popping up. Let's get it up. And for those who are yet to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to subscribe guys. Let's get it going. Oh Gaga going crazy. Oh Gaga going crazy. Navneet Mishra says, Nobu, give me, say yes or no. Give you what exactly? Is it a moderator you are saying I should give you a moderator? Which one are you saying I should say yes or no? Yes or no to what exactly? Rekha Rani says, you my United fan, yeah? Yes, Rekha, I'm a Manchester United fan. Which team do you support? Milenkovic about to come on for Forest. Yeah, Forest is looking shaky. They are looking very shaky. Football is live says hi. Football is live. Nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? Piccolo. Forest is playing very, very bad. Zaboich says, are you sure? Sure of what exactly, Zaboich? Odds in order, release your ball on time. Rekarani says, we lost to Leeds. Yeah, that was a very bad game. The first half was very terrible. Yeah, very, very terrible performance from Man United in the first half. And the second half was pretty decent. After that red card, we began to play better. Yeah, but the first half wasn't good. Okay, Mateta is off. Strand Larsen is on for Palace. Bilal says, you will give a mod now then? No, I'm not. I'm not giving moderation for now. I will know when to review the moderators, and if I'm to add or remove, yeah, when the time comes, I will actually do that. Williams. Nah, why are you shooting? Come on. That was too close. Messi says, Priya, stop swearing or ban. BGM, don't just ignore him. You should just allow him to feel himself. Just ignore him. Now that's not a foul ball. Who is shouting for a penalty there, Williams? Who is coming off for? Okay, Ndoye coming off. Yeah, Milenkovic is key to Forest defense. I think the Forest manager wants to reinforce that defense. Rekarani says against Chelsea we will have to play Heaven and the Euro. Yeah, the referee's decision to give Martinez a red card for that pull was really shocking. Honestly, it was a very shocking decision. But let's see what happens. Yeah, Euro. I don't have a problem with Aiden Heaven, right? It's Lenny Euro that is a bit shaky for me. Recently, I've not been confident with Lenny Euro in defense because physically he's not giving me what I want. Pituzinski says, Noble, can Pituzinski become one of the best players? You have to say you heard him from me. Honestly, I've not seen that guy in the field, but I'm trying. What is his number? What shirt number is he wearing? James. Priya says, Messi, who are you pressing? The owner doesn't have a problem. What is your problem? Wow, 16-7 attempts. Priya. Please, let's not get over ourselves on the chat. Wow, what is wrong with Palace? Palace are struggling really, really badly, and that's not good for them. Samuel says, say Wallahi, bro. Samuel, are you Nigerian? Cause that Wala, is it Wallahi? Wallahi sounds like a Hausa word. Mariam, welcome back. Samuel says, what is it? Navneet says, Noble View TV, tell me, are you giving me mod or what? You say yes or no? Bro, I already told you I'm not getting new moderators now until further notice when I review to know if I'm adding or not, or if I'm removing the old ones, bringing in new ones. So I think that has answered your question. So no. Reka Rani says, we got robbed against Bournemouth. Yeah, that Maguire penalty, that Maguire red card, yeah, I can understand that, but if you're giving that as a red card, then you should have given a penalty for Manchester United. That foul on Amad Diallo should have been a penalty. But the inconsistency in the Premier League is really annoying, and I don't like it. You have to be consistent in your decisions. You will not just do this, okay, I want to favor this team, and you just next game you do a different thing. It's really bad from the Premier League, honestly. Messi says he's not giving mod right now, Navneet, and there's a lot of people who deserve mod. Priya says, Noble brother, I didn't do anything. He was threatening me, so I was just replying to his threats. It's all good, Priya, no problems. It's all good. Man. Aston Villa is playing 3-0 at the moment. That's a 6-1. 6-1 win for... Sorry, 6-1 aggregate for Aston Villa. It's a very decent quarterfinals for them. And I think Villa are the main candidates. They are the favorites to win the Europa League. Una Emery is very, very good with this tournament, so he's not going to play with it. Yeah, he's not going to play with it. And a slot says, Nobu, don't say that I'm funny, please. Of course, you know you are, and you have a great sense of humor. Rek Harani says, we need to beat Chelsea. Yeah, that Chelsea game is very, very important. Since we need Champions League football and we lost against Leeds at home, we definitely need to win that game. Very, very important. We need to win that game. Ranieri shown a yellow card. Yeah, Ranieri needs to be calm so as not to spoil the game for his team. Yeah, he needs to calm down, else he's going to spoil the game for his team. Lakita Britain says, I love Newcastle, but they are getting rid of some of the players. Which players do you think Newcastle should get rid of? Lakita Britain. Which players do you think the Magpies need to get rid of? I don't know. I don't understand what Palace is doing in this game, honestly. The second half, they've just been shocking. Schlock says, hey, Murillo out. Man, why are these players just getting injured? And this is not looking good for Forest. Schlock, where are you connecting from? Guys, for those who are just joining the channel, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Lakita says, Nick Waltemada and Pickford his shit. But Pickford doesn't play for Newcastle. Pickford plays for Everton. So why are you calling Pickford? Yeah, I know Waltemada plays for Newcastle. But it's very, very surprising that Waltemada is not doing well at the moment, because he was among the players that were performing very well when the season started. But right now he's not been. Most times he doesn't even start games for you guys, and his performances have dropped. Rekarani says Dalot is so bad. Yeah, Diogo Dalot, for me, I think he should be sold in the summer. We need a new right back. We need a new left back. Also, defenders as well. Why? What? Whoa, a groin. Wow. Hudson-Odoi has been subbed off. He has a groin. It looks like a groin. That's not looking good for him. And Palace will need him for the relegation battle they are fighting. They are going to need him, seriously. Tassin says, Glory Hunter, which fans? Who are you referring to as Glory Hunters? Rani says, Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a really good right back. Defensively, Wan-Bissaka is solid, but attacking, that's where I have issues with him. Yeah, but I wasn't against Wan-Bissaka being sold, and I'm very much in support of Diogo Dalot to be sold as well, because Dalot for me is one player who's always available but busy doing nothing for the team. Always available. The only positive about Dalot is the fact that he doesn't get injuries. He's always available for the team, but he has no impact whatsoever. And a slot badhead says, Nobu, just say one word. Did you like the profile picture or not? Yeah, I like the profile picture, Mariam. Pitizuski says, if we beat Nottingham Forest, we will die at Aston Villa. Okay, whoever wins this game is going to play Villa, right? Oh. Yeah, I think Aston Villa would prefer to get Porto instead of Forest, because Forest is their fellow English team. It's going to be more difficult for them. Yeah, but Forest are playing very bad in this second half. It's not looking like Porto has a red card. Same rubbish that Crystal Palace is playing against Fiorentina. They are not even having any chances up front. And it's shocking. Igor Jesus. Oh man, no space. Lakita Britain says, I mean Nick Waltamada is shit and Osula and Trippier's contract is ending in the summer. Yeah, Kieran Trippier's contract is ending in the summer and it's already been confirmed that he's going to leave Newcastle. Osula, yeah, he scored a very important goal for you guys against Man United, right? And you guys won that game with one man down. But Nick Waltamada, I don't know why he's struggling at the moment. Honestly, I really do not know why he's struggling. Like I said earlier on in the season, he was fantastic. Whoa, that's a good save from Diogo Costa. Fantastic save. Tassin says Arsenal has 6.7% chance to win the UCL. 6.7. Well, they have a chance to go to the finals, right? But I really do not see Arsenal as being the favorite for the Champions League. Tassin, bro, don't spam the chat, okay? Don't spam the chat. Sanjoy Thomas says Barca got robbed. Barca fans are complaining about being robbed. Madrid fans are complaining as well about being robbed. So, but I think those red card decisions, especially the Real Madrid one, was very shocking. Yeah, also Eric Garcia one, I think some referees would not give that as a red card. Yeah, some referees won't give that as a red card, but sometimes there are certain referees that just spoil the game with one decision. Navneet, I already answered you. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I already told you no. So what other answer do you want me to give you? Come on, bro. Do you need me to repeat the answer more than 20 times before you understand what I said? The End Fighter says, do I think Safonov is one of the best goalkeepers this year? I've not watched much of Safonov, right? But the two games I watched him against Liverpool, he was fantastic. So for me, it is not enough sample to really say, yeah, he's been one of the best goalkeepers this year. I've not watched him for a long time, so I really can't give an opinion and say, oh yeah, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. But the two games I watched him, he was fantastic. Man, this save from Diogo Costa was solid. That was a very good save. Pitsuski says we are doing wrong now. You guys are trying in the game, honestly. It's against an 11-man team. You guys are 10. So you guys are pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are doing amazing. Honestly, you guys are doing amazing. Fazzini on for Fiorentina. Palace is shocking in this second half. Let's see if Palace can actually equalize or win the game. But they need to show more seriousness. Thiago Silva at 41 is still balling at the top level. And a slot says, Nobu, do you remember me? Yes, I remember you, Arne Slots. Oleku, tell me something where I no fit to. Mo malo too. Fofana. Oosh, that's a good strike. A fantastic strike. Wow, Braga leading 4-2 against Betis. This is crazy. Betis. What? Strasbourg 4-0 against Menzo 5. Wow. Pichizuski says, if we lose, at least we lose big. Yes, I like the fight from Porto. They got a red card early on in the first half. They are still fighting really, really hard. It's really commendable. Honestly, it is. And a slot says, like and sub, guys. No, why do you remember me? How many times have I told you that? Nah, I don't remember you, Mariam. Riyadh with a yellow card. Palace. Palace are playing as though they have one man down in this game. Yeah, I know two of their players are out. Lacroix and also Adam Wharton. But come on, they should have done better this whole game. They are not playing well in this game. But they are still 2 goals ahead on aggregate. So I think maybe that's why they are so relaxed in the game. But that is not a guarantee because you can concede 2 goals within 5 minutes. Aneslaw says, Messi, where is your pinned comment? Thomas Kane says, hi, I'm new. Alright, Thomas Kane, nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from and which football team do you support? The End Fighter says, how much money do you spend to watch football? I don't spend money to watch football. It's just my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's just my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is all I use and that's it. There are different sites I use to watch football games. Yeah. There are different sites I use, so I don't need to pay for anything. Pituzuski says 10 minutes left, Noble. Yeah. You guys just need 1 goal. Can that goal come? It looks hard, but it's not impossible. Yeah, it's not impossible. And a slot says, yes, this is better. Don't ever remember me. Alright, Mariam. No problem. Porto is defending very well, but they need to score. And Forest are beginning to play better now. Mariam, that's not Bilal. It's not Bilal. I don't think that is Bilal. Yeah, I don't think that is Bilal. Yeah, he's not Bilal. He's a new person on the channel. He's a new person on the channel. He's not Bilal. Or he's just someone that just changed his name. End Fighter says, do you think I'm one of your big fans? Yeah, you've been a very big supporter of the channel, so I really do appreciate your support, End Fighters. Anaslaw says he is shocked, bro. Don't mind that guy. I don't know who that guy is. Ooh, nah. What? That ball hits the post. This is the second time that Porto is hitting the post. Wow. Man, if that ball had gone in, it would have been fantastic. Whoa. What? That was a good strike. Anaslaw says he is slug. Very much likely. Wow. I thought that ball from Vega was actually going off. He struck that ball very well, but hit the post. Whoa. Who is this guy that changed his name to mine? Who is this guy exactly? Yeah, cause he's not had a timeout before. He's just joining the channel and he changed his name to copy my name. He's just a crazy person in the chat. Wow, 14-9 attempts. Man, Palace are terrible tonight, honestly. The End Fighter says, what do you think about your young midfielder at Man United, Amir Ibrahimov? I think he's in under 19s or something. Yeah, I know him. I know Ibrahimov. I've watched him a couple of times. Yeah, he's still yet to develop to the full package that we want, but mainly we've not been in cup competitions because these are the sort of games you can give to your academy boys. Give them some minutes, give them if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they can actually do something in games. But yeah, Man United is not in any of those competitions. They were knocked out early on, so no time for the academy boys to get game time this season. But yeah, Ibrahimov is decent. He's a very decent player. Hilbert says Crystal Palace wins. Palace is losing at the moment 2-1. So why are you saying Crystal Palace wins? Hilbert says, I know the team who will win the Europa League Cup. So which team do you think is going to win it? Man, Porto is fighting really, really hard. They are fighting really hard. Yeah, they are fighting really hard. Have you read the papers? Do you see what they say? Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Another shoes Obama in a box with your team kit. Hilbert says, look at the aggregate for Crystal Palace. Yeah, the aggregate is 4-2 for Palace. But at the moment, they are losing this fixture to Fiorentina. But the total quarterfinals, the aggregate, they are 2 goals ahead. But they need to score more goals. Else, it's going to be a problem for them. Baka. The End Fighter says, how good is Rodrigo Moura in Porto? I don't know Rodrigo Moura. It's the first time I'm hearing the name, by the way. It's the first time. Guys, let's get the likes up to 30. We are currently on 22 likes, so let's get it up to 30. And a slot says, read my previous comment, Noble, and this comment by Schlock. And a slot says, come on, Schlock, you changed your name after I read your real name. I saw his account, bro. Okay, he's the same person. Oh, Schlock went to change his name. Alright. Noted, Mariam. Lena Peace Correct says, can you say my name? Lena, where are you connecting from? And which team do you support? Varela. Ooh. Yeah, Porto is playing very well, honestly. They are fighting really, really hard. Funky Sam says, is it 5 a.m.? There, yeah, it's almost 5 a.m. here. I'll go to sleep after the game. Yeah, that's a foul ball, Gomez. It's definitely a foul ball. Lena Pito, is it okay? Lena Peace Correct says Manchester. Okay, are you supporting the red part of Manchester or the blue part of Manchester? Which one are you? Pituzuski says Noble isn't a dictator, he's a legend. Yeah, thank you, James. Lena, is it okay from the red side? You're supporting the red side. Okay. United for life. Lena, what's your thought about Michael Carrick? Do you think he should be given the job permanently or we should go for someone else? What's your thought about Michael Carrick? And the slot says, Noble, your name and identity have been impersonated. I don't know that slot guy. It's the first time he's coming on the channel and he's just copying my name and constituting nuisance in the chat. It's very funny, by the way. Lena says, keep. Okay, I also think the same. We should keep him. Definitely, if he gets us Champions League football, I do think he deserves to be at Man United next season. Ooh, that's not a good landing for Thiago Silva. It's not a good one. And at his age, landing from that height, that's not good. Yeah, that fall back from Thiago gave him the space. Messi says, Hilbert, stop or timeout because to you, my Crystal Palace not losing, bro. BJami, don't time him out. Just allow him. Hilbert says, Mr. Noble, listen to me. Crystal Palace will advance to the semi-finals. I know the team to win Europa League. Yeah, at this point, definitely Palace has to advance to the semi-finals because they are still 2 goals up aggregate-wise. So, yeah, except they concede 2 goals in 3 minutes, which I think is very difficult. Very, very difficult. And the slot says, and I impersonated you. Everything is allowed to me. I know that. Whoa, did this guy just miss this opportunity? Man, Fiorentina are fighting really hard. 5 minutes extra time for the Forest Porto game. Yeah, it's a goal kick. Putuzinski says 5 minutes extra time. Yeah, something can still happen in the 5 minutes. Yeah, but Forest are making it to the semi-finals of the Europa League. It has been a long, long, long time. Yeah, it's been a long time. Messi says, I can delete the comments where he's saying Crystal Palace to win so they're not lost. Nah, don't worry. Just let just let him be. Palace are losing already. Yes, they are leading on aggregates, but definitely they are qualifying. Falal says, who is playing right now? Fiorentina is playing against Crystal Palace, and we have Nottingham Forest against Porto, Aston Villa, Bologna as well. Betis, Braga. Betis are losing, and that is not good for them. I think they'll be knocked out. This guy seems he's a crazy person, honestly. He's going to use a different account and he's spamming. Sometimes there are people who just join the channel that are just crazy guys. They just come to disrupt the channel. Hilbert says, Arsenal should forget about Premier League trophy. They will not win it, my friend Noble. Yeah, I think Man City is going to win the league. Yeah. But let's see, Arsenal over the weekend against City at the Etihad Stadium is going to be really, really difficult. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult. Ooh, that's a good one. Are you shooting? What? The ball hits the post. Igor Jesus. What? Whoa. Yeah, that deflection. It put off the goalkeeper. It put him off balance. Igor Jesus. That's a very fantastic strike. Guys, let's get the likes up to 30. We are currently on 24 likes. And I want us to get the likes to 30. The game is about to end. So we are ending the stream in about 6 minutes. Yeah, so let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. The End Fighter says, how far do you think Barca could go in the Champions League next year if we got Bastoni and Julian Alvarez? Yeah, if Barcelona can get these two players, then 100% they can make it to the final. But Barcelona doesn't have the money to get these guys. Yeah, but Bastoni is around the region of, let's say, 60-80 million pounds. Okay, let's call it 60-80 million euros. And for Alvarez, you can't get Alvarez anything less than 120 million. Let's say 130 million euros. You can't get him less than that. You can't. Falal says, Noble will go to sleep. Alright, Falal, do have an amazing night rest, brother. Yeah, I'll be ending the stream after this game because it's already 5 minutes for the Porto Forest game. And the Crystal Palace game is still 3 minutes left. Okay, 2 minutes left actually for the Palace game. So, yeah, I'm going to end the stream in less than 10 minutes. So, for those who are yet to like, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We are on 28 likes, so I need us to get the likes to 30, guys. If you are yet to like the stream, kindly hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Noble's View. Yeah, I'm also going to be doing our daily morning show. There are a couple of videos I posted on the channel yesterday and today as well. So if you are yet to check the videos, do check out the videos I posted and give me your thoughts about the videos, guys. And a slot says, a peasant always asks your permission to go to sleep, but he doesn't go to sleep. You just replied that he's in another world like Hilbert. Aston Villa to face Forest. Yeah, Forest have qualified to the semi-finals of the Europa League. Yeah, congratulations to both English teams. They've made it to the semi-finals. Also, Crystal Palace have made it to the semi-finals of the Conference League. Congratulations to all the English teams. Hilbert says, you are interesting, Mr. Noble. You are cool and nice. Thank you very much, brother. You guys are amazing. Leonie says, yesterday Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid 4-3. Yeah, that game was very, very interesting. Yeah, but the referee's decision towards the end just messed everything up. But I enjoyed every bit of that game. Yeah, and I was very proud of the Madrid team. They fought really hard. The End Fighter says, I heard we can get Bastoni for 50 million, but for Hector fought as Inter like fought, and I heard that Atletico Madrid are like Ferran Torres, so we could do a swap. Well, I think it's only the swap deal that can actually make that deal easier for you guys. Aside that, it's going to be very expensive. Yeah, because those guys are really, really top players, and getting them will cost you guys a lot of money. Yeah, Palace are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League, having won 4-2 on aggregate. It's a good one for Palace, making it to the semi-finals. It's going to be interesting to see English team win the Europa League, also the Conference League. But for the Champions League, the Champions League, I really do not see it, honestly. I really do not see Arsenal winning the Champions League. But other English teams, I think they stand a very strong chance. Yeah, they do. Guys, let's get the likes to 30. We are on 27. So I want us to get to 30. I'm about to end the stream. So let's get the likes up to 30. Gio says, hello, Mr. Noble. Welcome back, Gio. Bilal says, I'm back, Noble. What happened in the games? The games have ended. Crystal Palace lost 2-1, but they qualified after the aggregate score was 4-2. Nottingham Forest won 1-0 and they've qualified. So we have Aston Villa versus Nottingham Forest semi-finals of the Europa League, and Forest Crystal Palace are through to the semi-finals of the Conference League. So it's a good one for English teams. Hilbert says prophecy fulfillment. Remember I said Crystal Palace will advance to semi-finals. Lena says hello, I'm back. Well, Lena, welcome back. Welcome back. Are you in Manchester, Lena? Hilbert says, Mr. Noble, Arsenal are winners of UCL and Championship League trophy. Now, Arsenal, I think they will get knocked out by Atletico. Yeah, Mishra says, bye, bro. It's 2:30 a.m. Bye. All right, Mishra, have an amazing night rest. FFTK says, does anyone know when United playing their European match? Can't find it on TV. This is definitely a United troll. You definitely would know them from their comments. But it's all good. Next season, you are going to see us all over your televisions. So be ready. Be ready for us, FFTK. Be ready for us, guys. We are making it to your TVs next season. So you guys have to be ready for us. Leonie, have you subscribed to the channel already? Bilal says Beast lost. Okay, Betis lost 4-2. Right? Yeah, Betis were very shocking, honestly. At halftime they were leading 2-1, and I was surprised that they lost that game 4-2. It's shocking. Okay, guys, I want us to get the likes to 30. I want to end the stream, so let's get the likes up to 30, guys. Let's get the likes up to 30. Aneslot says, thanks, Hilbert. Yaya says, I just woke up. The Arsenal game puts me in a coma. Honestly, you are one Arsenal fan I sincerely do feel for. Yeah, I really feel for you and other Arsenal fans, because I understand your team's predicament. And the form is really bad. It's like that PTSD is coming in again. Every time in April, Arsenal struggles. Every time in April, they struggle. But if you guys can actually do something different this time around, it will help your fans believe, okay, we can do more. We can do more. That City game on Sunday is a final. So let's see what happens. The End Fighter says, what do you think of Rafinha to Man United? Rafinha to Man United, I don't think he will come. Yeah, he will be great. He will be great because he's a good goal scorer. Yeah, Rafinha is a good goal scorer, but I would like to have him as an option in my attack, but it's not a priority for me because I need midfielders. I also need attackers, yes, but I need a midfielder and another striker. Very important. Mystic says, Man United the best. Yeah, bro, one love, one love. Man United is the best, brother. Yeah, you just nailed it spot on. You just nailed it spot on. Guys, if you're yet to hit the like button, let's get the likes up to 30. We are currently on 28 and I want to end the stream. I want to end it with 30 likes. So guys, if you're yet to like, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Yaya says, I have no idea what will happen on Sunday, but I don't think it will be pretty. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. That was why I predicted a 3-1 win for Man City. Arsenal is going to struggle in that game, sincerely. But let's hope for you guys' sake, the team puts up an amazing performance to get the win. Bilal says, yeah, Noble, do you watch those videos of a team fan waking up from a coma for 10 years or something? Nah, I did not watch that. TV do Mystic, have you subscribed to the channel? The End Fighter says, what do you think of Pedri to United? I spelled it wrong. Nah, I wouldn't fancy Pedri at United. I would definitely want Anderson, Angelo Stiller, if possible, Vitinha. Anderson Vitinha would be the perfect pair for me in terms of midfield pair we are getting, but I know we can't get Vitinha, so I would definitely go for Elliot Anderson and Angelo Stiller. But Pedri, yeah, I like Pedri, but I honestly do not think that Pedri in the Premier League will be a big success. He cannot get that space he usually gets in the Spanish league, so I don't think so. Yaya says Arsenal don't concede 3 goals and definitely won't after the League Cup final. Well, let's see. But I think Arsenal is going to lose that game. It might not be up to 3. It might be a 2-1 loss or a 3-1 loss, but I think Arsenal will struggle in that game. If Arsenal gets a draw, then it is going to be like a win. But Arsenal does need a win to be sure that they are winning the league. A draw will be a very decent result for Arsenal, right? But losing it is a no-no for Arsenal. If Arsenal loses that game, then they should kiss goodbye. Congo Leopard says, what about Kobe Mino? Yeah, bro, we have lots of tournaments to play next season. We very much likely will play Champions League football, right? So Kobe and Anderson can't play all the games. Kobe and Stiller, if we get Stiller, can't play all the games. So it's definitely good to have squad depth. Yeah, so yeah, Kobe is staying. And I want Bruno to stay. We should get 2 more midfielders. Ugarte should leave. I don't want to see Ugarte anywhere close to Old Trafford. I don't want to see him. I think we should sell him off. Yaya says 0-0. Nah, I don't think that game is going to be 0-0, honestly. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. Goals definitely will be scored in that game. I'm looking at a 2-1 or 3-1 win, but my exact prediction for that game will be a 3-1 win for Arsenal. Sorry, for Man City against Arsenal. Colette Fitzgerald says, I like your top. Thank you very much, Colette. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. I wanted us to get to 30 likes, but we are still on 28 likes. So please, let's get the likes to 30. I want to end the stream now. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow morning for the morning show. So let's get the likes up to 30, guys. Yaya says, I think start Martinelli. Yeah, because of the pace to run behind Matheus Nunes. Yeah, I think it will be ideal to start Martinelli. But Arsenal need to score with the chances they get. Honestly. And a slot says, you are welcome, Hilbert. And a slot says, no, but why don't you read my comments? I swear they are important. Yeah, I think I just read your previous comment. Hilbert says, yes, that guy Ugarte, anytime he play for Manchester United, they lose. Yeah, Ugarte, I don't know what the problem is with him. Any game he starts for Man United, we always lose that game. And I don't know if he's going to start for us against Chelsea at the Bridge. I do not know. Mino is injured. We didn't get an update, but hopefully tomorrow during the press conference, we can get an update from Michael Carrick to know the situation if Kobe is going to be available for the Chelsea game. Yaya says, we need to play more defensively against City to stop their wingers. Yeah, Timber is injured. Timber would have done well against Doku, but he's injured, so it's going to be a big problem. And a slot says, you're driving me crazy, Nobu, when you skip the comments, man. I'm trying my best to see how many comments I can read. Yeah, sometimes I skip some of the comments. Hilbert says, I think Ugarte needs spiritual cleansing. I just need him to be sold. I don't need him anywhere close to Man United again. Yeah, I think he's overstayed his welcome. 2 seasons, we've not seen anything from him. So yeah, he should just leave. And it's 50 million pounds. That's a lot of money for a young midfielder who is in his 20s. This should be his peak, but we can't see anything. I think he should go elsewhere. Yeah, he should go elsewhere. But let's see. Okay, guys. I'm going to end the stream now, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. And a slot says the problem is that you read my silly comments and ignore the important ones. Oh, sorry about that, Maria. Maybe tomorrow. Hilbert says Ugarte needs to be cleansed because I feel like it's bad luck. Yaya says if Arsenal can stop Doku and Semenyo, we can nick a win. Yes. And Hinkapie, I don't think Hinkapie is going to be the best option to mark Semenyo. If Timber was available, then I would say, whoa, Timber is going to do amazing against Doku. But Ben White has been shaky. Who else is going to play that right back? That right back is a big problem for Arsenal. So let's see. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. I'll be ending the stream now. I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.